I have these 7 top winter colognes, so let's jump right into Bulgarian Man in Black. Wearing this is a bigger confidence boost than your micromanaging boss saying, good job. It is one of the best date night fragrances with decent performance. The first 5 minutes of warm spices are just okay, but once this gets into the dominant rum and leather combination, it is absolutely fantastic. Now the second winter cologne on this list is Cremo Spice and Black Vanilla. The middle 50% smells like freshly baked cookies. The vanilla, it is quality, it's warm, it's rich, and it honestly smells a lot like baking with pure vanilla extract. On the edges, it is just coated with cardamom spice, which is intense and peppery at first, but then settles in very nicely with the vanilla for the rest of the wear. This lasts 6 hours with intense projection, and if I was purchasing a winter cologne on a budget, this would definitely be my first choice. Before I get into the next 5 winter colognes, why do you need a winter cologne in the first place? Because these are all usually sweet and heavier fragrances that are just made to cut through the cold and dry winter air. Now on to the third winter fragrance, and I have a question for you. Do you want compliments? Well, here you go. This fragrance is Jean Paul Gaultier La Mela Parfum, and it is one of the best compliment getters for men. Now the second thing of 3 that you need to know, this scent is as captivating as when someone says, I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but the entire time, this is just a blanket of warmth. It's all about smooth, warm cardamom spice and a semi-sweet vanilla. There is some powder in there here and there, but more interesting, a spicy mint aroma that isn't supposed to be in here, and it makes the scent very energizing the entire time. Now let's move into the next fragrance, which is Dolce & Gabbana the 180p. And why will I always have a bottle of this in my collection? Because this is only $60. The only other fragrance that can compete with this great cost for value is Versace Dylan Blue. Now the second of 4 things you need to know, this is as comforting as a soft pillow. Does this mean it gets a bunch of compliments as well? Yes. Now the third key point, you do need to listen to this part carefully because it's the fragrance's only downfall. I can over apply and put like 5 sprays on, but I still am only gonna get about 6 hours with intimate projection. Does this make it great for a date? Yes. Do I wish it had more of an oomph factor? Also yes. Either way, it is very wearable and will cut through the cold air like a machete through an orange. Next, the scent is simple. It's based on zingy ginger in the beginning, and then it's warm and rich at the end. 80% of the wear is just a blanket of ambery warmth with chocolatey masculine tobacco. Now, as we get into the last 3 winter colognes, they are only getting better. So if you do enjoy this video so far, make sure you smash that like button. Next up is a fragrance that is intoxicating as a 100-year-old aged whiskey. Its mysterious aroma is what really reels people in, and this fragrance is Parfums de Marly Carlisle. It is the best Parfums de Marly fragrance and one of my favorite fragrances overall. Now I do have another question for you. Do you hate fragrances that don't last longer than a few hours? Well, Carlisle lasts from dawn till dusk and then some, always making your presence known. But of course it is only for cold weather and not necessarily the spitting image of easy wearability. Now the scent, it is the perfect balance between simple and complex. There is some fleeting semi-fruity green apple and some woody nutmeg, but the dominant and extremely unique combination of patchouli and vanilla just knocked the ball out of the park. It is both dark and earthy, but never dirty, and I mean this in the highest quality and best way possible. So let's jump into the 6th winter cologne, YSL La Nuit de l'Homme Héritier. Wearing this around women is like buying them a bouquet of roses on the first date. It is the best designer date night scent, better than both Bulgarian Man in Black and Dolce & Gabbana the 180p. The scent is simple, but it's still very attractive and unique. The entire wear, it is warm, it is rich, it is spicy. Think of this like walking through a fresh evergreen forest with 30% smooth peppery spice and then just a pinch of sugar. Now the last of 3 things that I love about this fragrance, it's perfect for guys who really like plate fragrances. You can just absolutely douse yourself in this and you're never gonna overwhelm anyone. Now I did save the best for last, and that's because this is like getting an Audi as your first car. It has everything you want and it is slightly costly, but an excellent deal considering the price that you pay compared to other fragrances. For the average guy, if you're gonna buy any one winter fragrance on this list, this is my recommendation. It lasts 8 to 10 hours with only 2 sprays. It's never too loud, but easily noticeable for the first 6 hours. Out of all fragrances on this list, it is the most attractive. The past 2 times I have worn this, I have gotten verbal compliments, and it all comes from this blend of notes. Women just feel like they can eat it. This blend is complex, but it's mostly sweet, spicy, and woody. It is like someone mixed French vanilla ice cream with nutty spices, and now you're eating it with a wooden spoon. This fragrance is Tom Ford New York Extreme. If you want cheaper winter colognes, check out this video.